because it gets all the bells and whistles that you need, and it's got a very powerful motor, which is the S350 CDI 6-cylinder diesel with, I think, all the turbos possible. And then you got the space, which is really, really humongous, I would say, when it comes to the boot, when it comes to what do you call the leg room, when it comes to comfort. I feel nothing can match the luxury of the S-Class. No wonder the world, the leaders, the businessmen, the heads of states, they all use this, and they all use this for a specific reason, because you feel confident about it, you feel safe, and you feel absolutely fantastic when you're stepping inside it, because it's absolutely peaceful. It's in a manner where there is no noise inside. The sound insulation is next level, because what happens is when you're working inside and when you're sitting inside, you're absolutely cocooned from all the chaos that's happening around you, and you're in a state of zen where you can work and where you can plan and strategize and figure out what exactly do you want to do with your life and things around you. Let me show it to you again. Now, one thing that I always recommend, I don't know why they do it, the S-Class, especially this version, till about 2011, it came with very bad, ugly looking wheels, which made the car look really old. However, what I did is, thanks to a lovely friend of mine who's got a tire store and he knows what I need, so he must have upgraded alloys for somebody else's car, and which is the W222, and he called me for it. I put those wheels into this car, and you can see how stunning it looks. You can see how fantastic it looks with the new wheels. It suddenly got transformed. It has suddenly, taken like a rebirth and looks stunning and fantastic. It was like a midlife crisis that I was going with when it comes to this particular car. In fact, she was going with it. And, with the new wheels on, she looks absolutely stunning and fantastic. Now, let me take you inside, which is like the main thing why this car is so special. So, this one comes with a push button start, wherein, all you need to do is press on the button, and it is all a keyless entry, and the car will fire up. And then it's got the lovely paddle shifters. The paddle shifters make every drive an exhilarating experience, an experience that you will enjoy. Then it's got a very high-end Harman Kardon sound setup. Apart from that, this car, if you go in the back seat, has all these blinds for sure, which every S-Class usually gets. And then the special thing is it's got the recliners at the back, and it's got the refrigerator. This particular model comes with the refrigerator. So very, very cool feature when you're traveling with family. So, your fruits on the highway and everything possible can go inside, and you are going to be able to keep it at the right temperature. Look at it, how stunning, how comfortable this car is. There is no complaint. And this one is blue efficiency, so I think it gives you better mileage, which I feel is actually a fact. Let me show you around how beautiful the surroundings are, and it's absolutely stunning to use a car like this in an environment like that. Yeah, so I was telling you about blue efficiency because this car never hurts you and never bites into your pocket when it comes to mileage. It's never a scenario where you're thinking, oh, I'm spending so much on fuel. No, not at all. And maintenance, you'll be surprised. You don't end up spending more than 12 to 13,000 on regular services. And because the S350s were sold in abundance, more than the A8s, more than the 7 Series, there are a lot of parts available in the used car market, as in the scrap car market. So for example, you want body parts, which is not necessarily required to be new. You break your light, you put a ding or a dent, no problem. You have abundance. And because this model came from 2006 up till all the way to 2013 and 14, so you have a lot of parts in abundance for this particular vehicle to manage and maintain it. It's not required that you're going to be spending huge amount of money to keep it up and running. Apart from that, mechanicals, this engine is shared buy everything that has 350, whether it's the E-Class, whether it's the S-Class. So this engine is also in abundance, and because of that, in the open market, you get a lot of parts for it. You get a lot of support. Apart from that, Mercedes, because it sells so much in the country, you have a lot of manpower that is trained in Mercedes for decades now. Because if you realize, there are more Mercedes as imports in the country than any other foreign car. You must notice that for sure. You know, there are more of these 123s, 124s than the E34s and the Audi Quattros, Audi AT or the Audi 100. You can notice it yourself. So the direct impact goes on the manpower that is trained to maintain these cars, and that is the beautiful thing about maintaining a Mercedes, because you have more people taking care of these cars. And when you have that, when you have the trained manpower, you know, you don't have a hassle in running them for a longer duration. You know, you're not bound to go to the authorized dealer all the time. So guys, signing off for now. You know, I was just coming back and I thought it's a nice, peaceful, quiet morning, and let me make use of it to showcase that how simple and how beautiful it can be to own these cars. Take care guys, signing off. Have a beautiful day ahead.